First things first, what I got for you, some Nintendo Switch news. Everybody knows Nintendo Switch is almost 10 years old. It's hella underpowered. Anytime a game gets ported to that platform, and shit looks like a DS game. And it runs even worse. My Dragon's Dogma video had you in tears. I appreciate you. I hope you hit the like button. I appreciate you. From my boy Okami, he says, rumor, new Nintendo Switch 2 details from the Spanish outlet Vandal. Joy-Cons will now use a new magnetic attachment system. That's interesting. Wait, was y'all Joy-Cons falling off the Switch? I always kept mine docked, but I wonder why. What was the Switch from magnetic? Whatever. Larger than the current Switch, but smaller than the Steam Deck. Okay. It's gonna be made for grown man hands. All you niggas, little nigga hand ass niggas. It's not gonna be for you. It's gonna be a nice. The Switch 2 is gonna be a nice handful, which also means the screen's gonna be bigger because it's gonna be bigger. Well, most likely the screen's gonna be bigger, and if it's not, probably more buttons, which is, you know, that's always good. Allows you more inputs. Accessory malfunction. Accessory manufacturers have been able to touch the console but not see it. Damn, they've been able to rub the titties, but wait, what? Accessory manufacturers have been able to touch the console but not see it? What? How do you touch what you don't see? Oh, maybe he means like a dev kit. Maybe he means a dev kit. That's what it's gotta be. He's gotta be talking about like a dev kit. Like they don't have the actual, because they probably haven't finalized the hardware, but maybe they have the actual specs, basically. That's what it means. Yeah, that or they were trying, right? Bad news. That or Nintendo let them play with that shit blindfolded. Them niggas playing with the Switch 2 eyes closed. But no, educated guess. I'm gonna guess that means they have a my brain is fucking fried. A developer deck. My bad. A developer build. Early 2025 release is likely as Nintendo wants a better launch lineup. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. When a platform launches, I feel like at launch, if you have like 3 really solid games, you'll be okay. I think one of the issues a lot of times with Nintendo platforms when they launch, they usually only have like one good game. And the problem with that is that one good game might not be for everybody. Like an example being, did Breath of the Wild launch with the Switch? I think it did. I don't know. But let's say Breath of the Wild did. That might not be everybody's cup of tea. Yo, shout out to Siggy with the sub. Appreciate it. It did? Yeah, okay, I'm not bugging. Yeah, the problem with Breath of the Wild is that's a super hardcore game. Zelda is a very hardcore game. That's not for everybody. And I'm sure people can recognize like, oh, good game, but it's not for me. When you give people like 3 good options, then it gives them something to work with. You see what I'm saying? Current Pro Controller will work on the Switch 2, but there's a chance Joy-Cons will not. Ooh, I like that. That's what I like to fucking hear. I could just buy the hardware and my Pro Controller still works. Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Shout out to Okami for summarizing that. Zelda Remastered. Oh, you know they're gonna do it. I've been predicted that. Breath of the 720p runs like dog shit. It runs at 12 frames per second on the Nintendo Switch. I predict that Nintendo will bundle Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom together. Not necessarily remastered, but like with a performance mode for the Switch 2. So basically it'll run better. They'll call it the Breath of the Wild Collection, the Definitive Edition or some shit like that. The Definitive Edition. Shout out to Finesse God with the sub. Yeah, it'll be like up-res and run a little bit better, but it won't be a remaster. It'll be like a PC port almost. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Switch news. Still trying to figure out what's the name of this Switch. For those you unaware, there's a rumor going around that it'll be called the Switch Attach, not the Switch 2. We pray that's not real. Nintendo needs to come out and talk about it. If it really is supposed to come out early 2025, hopefully by end of summer we hear something, because like we need to be able to prepare for how much this is going to cost, especially like in this economy. Or also just mentally prepare to have to fight for one of these. You know the bots are going to go after that. So like they need to give people a heads up, like what's coming down the pipeline? How much money do I need to save? Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, that's what I got for you in terms of Nintendo news. The new Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I pray they don't call it that shit. That shit is whack. The new Nintendo Switch. I think a Nintendo Direct will come in the summer, all about the Switch 2. I pray. It has to. I feel like the summer is when we're going to hear like that. It just makes sense to do it in the summer, because by the time fall comes out, 2025 is already here. Because winter's right around the corner, so we'll see. And Bethesda can't get a win news. Well, they got a win with the Fallout TV show, and they also got a win because of the success of the Fallout TV show. Is the show is so good now, people on the internet are saying Fallout 76 is a good game. Matter of fact, just yesterday I read that Fallout 76 between all the different platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, had 1 million concurrent online players. The revisionist history is insane right now. Fallout 4 is doing better as well. People are interested in it. There's just a reinvigorated energy around the franchise because of the success of the show. When a show is well written, it introduces a lot of casual people into something they were unfamiliar with. So, you know, a lot of people are going back and checking out these games. Same thing happened with The Last of Us. And it just so happens that Bethesda rolled out a next-gen update for Fallout because Fallout 4 came out last gen. So they dropped an update for the Xbox Series X, PS5, PC that was supposed to update the visuals, improve the performance. But in traditional Bethesda news, this shit don't work at launch. They dropped a 14 gigabyte update, and apparently this shit does not work. Not the game, an update. Let's read along. Bethesda's highly anticipated next-gen update for Fallout 4 is riddled with issues across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, all platforms. The next-gen version was finally released on April 25th. That was yesterday. But the several gigabyte, it's 14, I looked it up. The 14 gigabyte update hasn't been met with much fanfare. The Steam version of Fallout 4 appears most rotten with technical issues, though PlayStation 5 players have struggled to obtain the update at all due to an availability error and confusing messaging from Bethesda, so they can't even get it. Xbox players, on the other hand, don't have access to the game's quality mode, meaning they can't experience one of the main appeals of the next-gen update. So these niggas downloaded 14 gigabytes to get nothing. A 14 gigabyte L, which gives 4K resolution on ultra settings. This is crazy. This specific issue was confirmed on Twitter by tech expert Digital Foundry's Thomas Morgan. I can confirm that only the 60 frames per second performance mode works right now. The update has a bug. The Fallout 4 PS5 upgrade looks amazing. Take a look at this, chat. Look at this. And then y'all wonder why is World War Bethesda over here, bruh. You drop Starfield, the shit barely works. It was boring a few hours in. Then you drop an update for, when did Fallout 4 come out? $2015. You dropped this shit in 2015. You put out an update, 10 years ago. And it looks like this. I ain't gonna lie, this looks like the Switch version, bro. Like this is literally what every game on the Nintendo Switch looks like that's not Mario or Zelda. And even Zelda, the frame rate would have been dropping, so you know. PC players, meanwhile, have taken to Steam to flag a bunch of issues with the update. Many of the bugs that existed were promised to be fixed and are actually still in the game after the patch. That's crazy. So they dropped an update that was supposed to fix a bunch of stuff and nothing happened. Finally updated the game and it didn't fix a single issue. The initial reaction to the patch notes wasn't positive either. Damn, the bug fix list is short. Is this a fake update? A comment with 921 upvotes. I had very low expectations, but this is much less than expected. They didn't fix almost any of the bugs that annoyed me the most. Fluffy Buns Kitten chimed in too. It's kind of amazing, they said. Now I'm just waiting with the interest that the new bugs we get with this update. One of these new bugs seemingly makes the game unplayable for some on the Steam Deck. A Reddit post from Prune Backwards said, these names are ridiculous. Fallout 4 can no longer be launched on the handheld PC, a sentiment corroborated by many in the comments and elsewhere. Some players can launch the game, are finding a bunch of issues upon doing so, like having no graphic settings, no launcher, defaulting to low settings, and having a poor frame rate and more. Wow, they should have dropped, that's fucking funny. They should have dropped this Fallout 4 update, this next gen update on April 1st for April Fool's Day. And do you know why? Because imagine if they would have dropped this on April 1st and then it bricks everybody's Steam Deck, and then the ones it does work on, it makes it look like a Switch. Like, that's the joke, right? Like, hey, I know you bought this $400 handheld gaming PC, but what if we dropped an update to make it look like a Nintendo Switch? Good old Todd. PlayStation users haven't been free from the issues either, though perhaps the biggest came in even just trying to access the game. Fallout 4 was available for free through PlayStation Plus, but this version of the game, nor the PlayStation Plus Essentials catalog version, wouldn't allow players to upgrade to the next-gen update for free. A full $20 purchase was required instead. Damn. They gave it away for no reason. The biggest fumble. How you fuck a update up, bruh? This is why I shit on Bethesda all the fucking time. Gotta love the Bethesda polish. New makeshift weapons are missing. Textures. This is a 10-year-old game. This is fucking funny, man. Are there any more pictures? No, that's it. So yeah, you know it's funny? Last week when I played Fallout 76, everybody's like, "Oh, you should have waited for the update, TBH. You should have waited for the update." No. I think I played the best version. Because ain't they supposed to come out with an update for 76 too? That shit go brick that shit too. Yo, shout out to Young Kodo with the sub, bro. That's fucking funny. It makes me think that they were never working on this update. And you would think maybe they were working on the update in alignment with the show to try to get it launched because they knew that people were going to be excited about the game. It makes me think this update was an afterthought. They just scrambled some shit together and put some fake patch notes out. They typed in the chat bot GPT, give us some fake patch notes for Fallout 4's update. Better graphics. Better performance. Liars. They just want money. I mean, the update was free. And a lot of people who are playing Fallout now, they're getting it for free. So this is not really a money thing. It's really just bad PR. Especially bad because a lot of people are playing Fallout 76 and because Fallout 4 was free on PlayStation and then Fallout 76 was free across multiple platforms. So you have a bunch of new players who are trying to try the series out for the first time for free. It's bad PR because like despite it getting like, damn, your games don't even work. I would never pay for this shit. Like it's bad PR. You had a chance to really get some good PR, but they fucked it up. What else I got for you? Oh, in other news, more Fallout news. A new trailer for recently, I think it was last week. Somebody in the chat put me on because there's a mod coming out. Which, by the way, going back to that update before we talk about this, there's two mods coming out. There's a Fallout 4 mod coming out called Fallout London, being made by some fans, and it's been in the works for the last few years. Taking the assets and flipping it. Original storyline is taking place in London. That was supposed to drop, and then Bethesda announced their update, their next-gen update, and that update that's bricking everybody's PC and consoles, apparently it also bricked that mod for Fallout London because they've been on Twitter complaining that they can't get the game to run anymore, and the update really fucked them over. So that game might not ever come out, and if it does, it might be a while because they got to rework the code. That being said, there's another mod coming out that the chat put me on to the other day. You said, no way? I'm being dead serious. Let me see if I can find it. Fallout London in trouble. Let's see. This was 2 days ago, yeah. Fallout London's project lead is not taking the surprise drop of Fallout 4's update well. That has, for a lack of better term, screwed us over. If you want to read this one, I mean, I kind of summarized it, but here you go. If you want the link. Boom, boom. Yo, what the fuck? Wait, don't look. Hey, ignore that link in the chat. I mean, there you go. There's a short and common. So they fucked over the mod community. So there's no guarantee this is going to come out. Last week, I was put onto another mod called Fallout Miami. Same thing. They're taking the Fallout 4 engine and flipping the assets, creating a new original storyline, new characters, voice acting, and it's taking place, obviously, in Florida. A new trailer dropped. I'm curious if the update is going to affect them. Let me see. Said that Ronin-ass link. What has Bethesda done right? The TV show. But even still, I feel like Bethesda's getting too much credit for the TV show. Just because the TV show is based off the games, which, by the way, Bethesda did not create Fallout. The original two games, I forgot the name of the studio. The original two games, who is the original creators of it? The original creators of Fallout. BlackRock Studios. There we go. Yeah. So Fallout 1 and 2 was originally made by BlackRock Studios, and then Bethesda got the IP and made 3, and then they've had the series ever since. So they didn't even create Bethesda didn't even create the world. The show success, I don't think has much to do with Todd Howard. I think it has to do with the fact that one of the Nolan brothers was directing it. They just had a really good director and passionate actors. I'm sure Todd played a little bit of a role in it, but like Black Isle, my fault. But yeah, so it's like maybe they get a little bit too much credit. Let's look at this Fallout Miami shit though. Let's look at this new trailer though. Buying out property in games, shit crazy. Not gonna lie, I'm enjoying Topspin. I've been seeing a lot of people on the timeline talking about Topspin PZA. It's been tempting me to pick it up. I've seen a lot of people on the Twitter timeline surprisingly talking about Topspin. I was not expecting that. A lot of people saying the game is fire. Make New Vegas? No, Obsidian made New Vegas. Obsidian is the same team behind KOTOR 2, and they also just recently made the Outer Worlds. So yeah, the Fallout IP has been passed around and coming out. Aren't they? They're making Avowed, right? Obsidian's making, or is that another group? They're making the Outer Worlds too. The Outer Worlds was it was kind of mid. They are, yeah, they're making Avowed too, but that game ain't out, so we don't know. I like the Outer Worlds. I thought it was fun. I liked it because when did this come out? It's a real song. Okay. Maybe that's why Bethesda don't fuck with them, because they didn't create Fallout anyway. They're just letting everybody play with it. Appreciate it, Noah. Real song before copyright was a thing though. Also, anybody can use it. True. Let's talk about Evil Corporation news. Let me turn my music back on. And if y'all need a job, Fallout Miami hiring. Yeah. Is it not playing? There we go. In Evil Corporation news, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain, ladies and gentlemen. Escape from Tarkov, a game that's been getting nothing but love over the past few years, like ever since it came out. Really hardcore shooter made by developers who are really for the community. According to this article, after promising free DLC forever, Escape from Tarkov locks a new PvE mode behind a $250 edition of the game. Yeah, let's talk about it. Creators of Escape from Tarkov may be looking for their own escape at the moment after enraging the extraction shooters community with the new top-tier edition of the game that's come under fire for its extortionist costs, pay-to-win offerings, and for you turning on the promise of the free DLC for buyers of a previous bundle. Let's break down this mess. Escape from Tarkov's previous top offering was the Edge of Darkness edition, a $150 bundle that offered the game alongside extra in-game equipment and resources. More importantly, the Edge of Darkness set promised free access to all DLCs released on the game in the future, calling it a season pass. It seems that maybe the good deal was a little too good to be true, as the developers recently pulled the Edge of Darkness bundle from the sale and replaced it with the new maximum offer, the Unheard edition, now priced at $250. The bundle includes a load of in-game stuff, and then access to the new PvE co-op mode. This is crazy because my boy's down bad. They're trying to recoup their losses. Yeah, this is crazy too. I'm not even upset that necessarily they're charging for the content, like the mode. The thing is, it's the way that they're going about it. Because like, you can promise something when you first come out, but the thing about running a business, especially if you're new to it, you might be a little in over your head and you don't know it until you get down the later. So all they had to do was come out and be transparent. Like, hey guys, our overhead is a little bit higher than we thought. We're not going to be able to keep the promise of making every piece of content for free, but we're going to make sure that we give a proper value exchange going forward for X, Y, and Z. We have a new game mode and some exclusive items. If you want to get it, 10, 15 bucks, right? That's what they should have did. But making everybody rebuy the game over through the $250 edition? This is why I say nobody's too big to fail. One bad decision, I hope they actually reverse this, because one bad decision can fuck you over. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to buy this shit, but like the principle of the matter, there are some people that stand on shit. Like, not only am I not buying this, I'm not playing your game anymore just because you tried to fuck me. Like, that's crazy. Like that. And yeah, like they have to be in an insane amount. It's either two things, or it could be three. One, they're in an insane amount of debt, so they felt like they had to do this to balance the books. B, they're just incredibly greedy. Or C, both. They're in debt. They did the math and they said, you know, in order to get ourselves out of debt, maybe we need to charge $200 for this game mode. But just to make sure we do more than break even, let's charge $250 so then we can actually make a profit. It's fucking crazy, man. The PvE mode, according to Battle State, is exclusive to those who buy the Unheard Edition. If you own the Edge of Darkness Edition, it's $100 to upgrade. So you got to pay regardless. Which certainly seems at odds with the promise of getting every bit of DLC for free. A lot of the players also feel that way, heading to the game's Discord server, so it's on fire. On behalf of Battle State, their lead community manager rejected the idea that the mode was DLC in a series of Discord. It is. It is. If it's not in the base game, it's DLC. Arguing that a new mode doesn't qualify as downloadable content. Nigga, yeah. Fire the PR manager. This nigga said, hey, you know that new game mode that you have to download? That's not downloadable content. So how do we play it? We just think about it? He said just for them to delete it like Ubisoft? Yeah, fire the PR team. Just because you all want it to become, this is extreme gaslighting, to become a DLC wouldn't mean it is one to road the dude. Meanwhile, the official Tarkov account confirmed that the PvE mode is a unique feature which is available only for the owners of the Unheard Edition. So it is locked behind $250. Somewhat optimistically, it must be said, we will keep you updated on new features. This guy just as bad as the Blizzard CEO. I gotta save this one. That's fucking funny. I feel like this story is gonna fly under the radar too. I didn't really see anybody talking about this on the timeline. Like, oh brother, yeah, this guy stinks. We gotta save that one. Charging $250 for game mode. It's not DLC because I said so. So this is how you kill your company in one day. Yeah, like there's only 2 responses to the tweet. That's crazy. Let me refresh it. Yeah, like it's not really getting any traction. They got 1 retweet, 8 likes. Rock Paper Shotgun is one of the biggest gaming websites too. Like the story's not getting any traction. Interesting. One of my homies pointed out there's a certain demographic that's really quiet right about now about that. They're too busy calling everything woke instead of fighting these fucking greedy motherfuckers, bro. What else I got for you? Remedy Entertainment announces changes in management moving forward, aiming to expand more on Alan Wake and the Control franchise. I read this one. That's basically the gist of the article. Which is good. I'm actually glad because Alan Wake, I think I last read it sold like 2 million, which is good for like a super hardcore game like that. That means that like they feel confident enough they can recoup their money, that they can stick to kind of their vision, and you'll get more content like that. So it's like this is a W for them. Cause like when I was playing that game, I was like, this is a good game, but I was like, I don't know if this will sell well. Alan Wake 2 is a very acquired taste. Most people playing Fortnite and Call of Duty are not checking for Alan Wake 2. That was another one of those games where it was so good. It came out like a month or 2 before the nominations for Game of the Year, and it got nominated for Game of the Year. And a lot of people were like, I mean, if you were in the stream, you saw I was playing it. It was a really great game. But a lot of people were like, why the fuck is this shit nominated? Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man, Miles Morales. They gave that nigga, in Miles Morales, he was shooting lightning out his hands. In Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales was shooting lightning and thunder. Game of the Year. In fan-made news, no, and what happened? No awards. Y'all wreck playing the first part. Apparently, there's a fan-made Sonic kart racing game, guys. According to Kart Crew Dev, Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers is out. Thousands of hours of work have accumulated into this completely free fan-made Sonic-themed kart racer. We hope it will be enjoyed for years to come. This is racing on the next level. Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's check out the trailer. Shout out to Cool. Y'all forgot about the Sony Awards, the nepotism awards. Shout out to Cool with the sub. Appreciate it. Why is this trailer so blurry? Oh, it's supposed to be.
Use the untapped potential of rings to supercharge.
It looks like the OG Mario Kart.
200 crazy courses with over 20 unique items and some of the hottest moves on this side of the floating.
This is actually tight. Yeah, this actually is a very well done like 90s type of commercial.
This is racing at the next level.
The next level.
Ring Racers. Out now for home computers everywhere.
Is this guy online? Let's check out his page. The only reason I know about this is it showed up on my my For You page. Learn more and grab Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers. Let's go here. Yeah, YouTube trailer. You can download it here. I don't know if there's any online. If anybody wants to play it, here, I'll drop the link in the chat. If you want to try it out, it's totally free. I wish he would have dropped more actual info. Like how many racers, how many maps, is there online? Interesting. The theme sounds like DBZ. Pretty cool. Kart Crew Dev. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. What else I got for you? The news page had some info. I missed it. Here, let me click it. Oh, there we go. After 5 years of development, Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers is finally complete. You can download it. Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers has been a tireless effort by the Kart Crew Dev, and additionally, come on, let's talk about it. Ring Racers is a kart racing video game that builds upon the success of its predecessor, which includes a ludicrously long list of courses and playable characters. Wish we could actually get a number. A complete Grand Prix mode, and multiple difficulties, so it has a single player mode, new and revamped items, unique game systems and mechanics, local split screen multiplayer up to 4 players. Oh, it has online, and online play up to 16. That's impressive. A comprehensive time attack mode and a wealth of secrets. How the fuck does a free game have more features in it? This shit got more features in it than some modern AAA games. I'm not gonna lie, that's very impressive. Online players up to 16, and it has local. Y'all, I don't know if y'all understand. Halo Infinite did not launch with local split screen multiplayer. Matter of fact, I think they canceled it. It never came, right? More passion? Yeah, these niggas is not passionate. Not these dudes, but like 343. 343, them niggas is not passionate. Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers team is. More passion. Yeah, let me drop the link in the chat one more time for anybody who want to play it. Yeah, they canceled it. This is insane. The Sonic fan base has a lot of passion. They have a lot of other things too, but if you want to call it passion, sure. What up, Ambi? We Gucci. Can I get a chili?